Okay, so hello people. So today we'll be solving LeetCode daily question 2482, that is difference between ones and zeros in row and column. Okay, so basically we'll be given a zero index m into n difference matrix, and difference is created with the following procedure. Okay, so we are having let the number of ones in the ith row be 10i and the number of row ones in the jth column be ones column j. Okay, similarly we have zeros and zeros in the ith row and zeros in the ith column. Okay, so what we have to return? We have to return a difference ij where every ij will be equal to 10i plus ones column, number of ones in row, number of ones in column j, and number of ones in zero, number of zeros in row I and number of zeros in column j. Okay, so this might seem a medium level question, but it's not. It's a pretty easy question. So what we can observe that we are only given zeros and ones. Okay, so in the array we will be only given, in the matrix we will be only given zeros and one. So if we remove the, like in this row we are having, let's say, three columns we are having, and in two columns one is present, so it is obvious that in one column zero is present. Similarly, like in this column, the first column, we can observe that there is only one present, and rest in the three column, in the three rows there is no other one. Okay, so what we can conclude that in this particular column only one is present and two zeros are present by doing like 3 minus and the number of times the one is occurring. Okay, so that tells us the number of zero. Okay, so we'll be using this simple mathematical approach to solve this question. Okay, so let's first have the simple variable m is equal to grid dot length and n is equal to grid 0 dot length. Okay, so uh, yeah. Okay, so now let's have a column for one's row. Okay, one's row number of, we'll be just storing the number of ones and number of columns. Okay, so from that we can compute how many number of zeros were present in that particular row and how many ones column zeros were present in the particular column. Okay, one zero that will equal to new int m, and similarly int one's column will be equal to new int n. Okay, so now let's use for int I equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus, and for int j equal to 0, j less than, oh sorry, here it should be m basically, yeah, n and j plus plus. Okay, so what we'll be checking that okay, just a second, yeah. So what we'll be doing, let's have a variable once in a particular row. Firstly we'll be computing for the row. Okay, so let's say the number of ones in that particular row is currently 0. Okay, so what we'll be doing, we'll be incrementing 1 plus equal to grid plus grid I j. Okay, so because this would be the most easy. Okay, so the number of ones is this and the number of, okay, so what we'll be doing, that row in row I, what I'll be doing, 2 uh, into 1 minus row dot length. Okay, so this will tell us how many ones are present in that particular row. And okay, so here basically 1 0, or basically what we are storing is the number of zeros. Okay, so this indicates the number of one, and because how we can derive this formula is okay, just a second, yeah, like what we are having, let me just copy this. Okay, text box, yeah, let's say we are having this. So what we can do, we can here put the value of zeros row I, zeros row will be equal to n minus, and I am here considering the length of the row, n minus ones row. Okay, so if we put this value over here, so what we'll be getting, def I j will be equal to ones row, okay, I here we can do like this, 1 row I plus ones call, let's do j, and similarly we can do this for zeros column also. Okay, let me just do it on, yeah, zeros column, that will be equal to m minus ones call. Okay, so if we just put this value over here minus this, and as it is in parentheses, okay, n, and similarly here if we go, okay, so when now we'll be solving this equation, so what will be getting, 2 ones row plus 2 ones call minus n minus m. Okay, so this is how this formula can be derived. So in this case, in the case we are only calculating number of zeros, or basically number of ones, so that's why we are just doing in this one way. Okay, so now you know how we came to that conclusion, we came to this conclusion. Okay, so now we have solved for the row, and now let's do for column. For int, here we'll be initializing with j equal to 0 and j less than n j plus plus, and for int I equal to 0, I less than m I plus plus. Okay, so here again a variable int 1 equal to 0, and then here we'll be doing 1 plus equal to grade I j, and for this one's call equal okay, one's call j equal to 2 into 1 uh, minus m. Okay, here also no, here it should be n, sorry, minus n, and here it should be just simply m. Okay, so then what we'll be doing, we'll be updating in that particular grid only. You can also create a new difference array, but for the sake of saving space, we'll be doing updating the current grid array only. Okay, grid matrix only, I less than n, sorry, here I less than m, I plus plus, then for int j equal to 0, j less than n, j plus plus, and grade ij will be equal to row I plus column, okay, one's row I, basically one's row I plus one's call j. Okay, so now let's return the grid, return grid. Okay, now let's run it. Yeah, now let's run it. And it gets accepted. Okay, so now let's submit it. And it works perfectly fine. Okay, so yeah, so this was it for today. Thank you for watching.